Who?
Me?
Is that thing on?
You?
No, me.
Yeah, you.
Gargants?
Ogres.
Oh, oh.
Welcome to High Ground Gaming, everybody. We have a Destruction on Destruction Brawl for you today for our battle plan. It's going to be pretty eventful, we hope.
Dad bods versus dad bods.
Well, big dad bods.
Yeah, bigger dad bods.
Yeah.
Less dad bods, though.
Yeah.
You have more quantity. I have more size.
Yeah. We'll see how it happens.
Yes. So, thanks for joining us. We're going to show you some lists in a second here, and we're going to crash our stuff into each other and see what happens.
ABC. Always be Charger.
Let's do it. Yeah!
It's time to brew up some Gargant stew.
Tasty.
That's right. So for our Meat Fist Horde today, we're going to be bringing all of our little boys, our gluttons and such, but we're going to start with our general, which is our Frost Lord on Stonehorn. In this book, it's really, you can't leave home without him. So he's going to have our Voice of the Avalanche, so we can issue commands everywhere, the Seed of the Algvar for that extra monstrous action, and Rockmane Elder to make it harder to wound him. Down next to him, you're going to have half of our Mournfang pack. We have one 2-man unit of Mournfang, just for that extra movement and to kind of get us on objectives when we need to be. 2 Tyrants, one of which, the pirate-looking one, will have the hand-carved Nullstone icon.
So, you have to pronounce that correctly, right? A tyrant.
Yeah, okay. You're going to hear that quite a few times today. And then the regular Tyrant next to him is going to have Brawler Guts. He's going to count as a monster.
With the blue shield?
Yep, with the blue belly.
Blue belly shield?
He's going to have Brawler Guts to count as a monster on the charge.
Ooh.
But he's also Gutbuster, so he'll be doing it on 3s.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Behind them is 2 6-man units of Gluttons. With the new coherency rules, there's no reason not to string them out and start wrapping stuff up. And then far over to our left, in neon green, we have a unit of Stonehorn Beast Riders. The Blood Vulture is great for a little cheeky mortal wound, and you can never have too many Stonehorns. Up behind him, on top of the rock, is a new addition to the Ogre clans. For me, anyway, it's an Ale Guzzler Gargant. We're allying that in from the Gloomspite Gits. And then to round things off and keep us at 1,960 points is my one-off kind of out of a bits box somewhere Gorger. He's a hill giant from Reaper Miniatures. He's made of pewter. He's super heavy, so I hope I don't drop him on anything.
Yeah, you handed it to my 4-year-old, and he was like, "This is so heavy."
Yeah, it's all metal all the time, and I just pray to God I don't drop it on anybody's models. So,
like heavy metal?
Yeah, like super heavy metal, like thrash metal. He's got ambush, so we'll start him off the board and have a little fun.
Hardcore.
That's right.
Oh. The Gargants, they cometh. And as you can see, we have an assortment of colors today. The one on the very right there is a work in progress. We're getting mostly there. About like, I don't know, call it 70% of the way to what I want it to be. This is Breaker Tribe. Grand strategy, make the land tremble. Bloodthirsty Triumph, which I will get because I'm only 1,900 points. Fierce Loathing, Bossy Pants, and Clever Clogs. That blue Frost Gianty Gatebreaker that you see is my general. It's got Rabble Rouser for +1 charge to everything with an 18. And a King Slaughter Cowl, so he'll be +1 to wound against heroes. Moving on from him, in the middle, that thing that looks like a War Stomper is actually a Kraken Eater for today. Nullstone Adornment of the hand-carved Nullstone icon, which I don't think will matter much. You don't have any wizards, do you?
Nope.
Okay, well then that doesn't matter. The only reason the Kraken Eater is in here, other than a gate breaker, because I'd love to play a third, is just the battle tactic of kicking objectives. They're already strung out and hard to get battle tactics in the first place, so it's hard to not bring a Kraken Eater. And then those two are going to be in the Bosses of the Stomp for an extra artifact and a 1-drop. And then on the very far left, we have that beautiful gate breaker that Pat painted. And that one will have the Vial of Manticore Venom. And then next to him, you see Mr. Pasty. Mr. Pasty is a single Man Crusher. That was painted by our good friend Jared. Thanks for the Man Crusher, Jared.
From such tales as the Fire Slayers and Sylvaneth armies that we've had on the channel.
Exactly, yes. So if you want to go back and catch those, you can see Jared's gameplay. Hopefully we'll get him back on the channel real soon. And then right behind him are two other frosty dudes. They're a little darker than the bright guy. Those are also single Man Crusher Gargants. Those are part of Brad's theme, which is what the Gatebreaker is that I'm painting, because he does have his own Gargant army that'll be all Frost Giants once that whole thing's completed. But thanks for tuning in. We have Foot Slagas for the rest of it. So that's that Vial of Manticore and then the 3 singletons. We're going to jump over and look at the battle plan.
Let's eat.
Frosty Fountains? Oh, no. Sorry. Fountains of Frost.
Frosty Fountains would be delicious.
That does sound good. But the funny part is we picked this battle plan not really knowing what we were going to play, because that's how we like to do it. And the whole Geysers of Primal Magic isn't going to matter at all.
Nope.
We don't have any wizards on the battlefield whatsoever. So we're going to ignore the Antorian Locusts counting as 10, and then wizards exploding, and all of that. But the one thing that does matter, at the start of each Battle Shock phase, roll a dice for each objective that is contested by 3 or more units. On a 4, each unit contesting that objective suffers D3 mortal wounds. Cool. So that one does apply. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, the only other thing we have is score 1 for 1, 1 for 2, and 1 for more, and then 2 for each battle tactic, and of course your grand strategy.
Which is for you?
I have to run or charge every turn.
Okay, mine is to not have any wizards left on the battlefield at the end of the game.
Well done. Well done. You have completed your strategy,
I thought you'd
sir.
I thought you'd have at least one, so I was like, all right, that's a good one. So here we go.
Yeah, I screwed around with maybe doing an Arcane Tome and decided against it. Yeah, so what we're looking at here is a 1-drop versus a 2-drop. I'm the 2-drop.
Yep.
So you get to decide who goes first.
It's a beautiful thing when Stonehorn Beast Riders lose Behemoth and become battle line.
Sure is.
Count as a troop. So we deployed, we strung out. I think we're going to see what the Gargants do first and let Sean take her away.
Let's do it.
All right, so we'll be back with the hero phase and battle tactics and such in just a second.
Gargants, turn 1. The greatest part of a Gargant's turn is going to be my hero phase.
That's right.
So I'm going to do Intimidate the Invaders. Got to have more units out than in. Should be able to accomplish that. If I can't, then I'm doing something wrong. We're not going to roll for the Primal Dice because we don't need to.
And we'll never use them.
Yep. So instead we're going to do our good old heroic actions. So I'm going to do an extra command point on the Kraken Eater, and I will fail.
I will attempt 4-1 on my Frostlord. And I will not get it either.
I have 2 command points. You have 3. And, yeah. I think, when's the Kraken Eater's ability go off? Is that in the hero phase?
I don't know the Kraken
Should have looked that up. Should have looked
What is his ability?
Kicking stuff. Yeah, it's in the hero phase. So I'm going to kick an objective. So if you do, you can move that objective up to 2d6 to a new position on the battlefield. So I rolled a 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide how far I want to kick that objective. And then we're going to move it and come back at the end of movement. And I'll show you what I did.
And we'll see you there.
Alrighty. So I rolled a 10 on the kick, but I only moved it like a 1/2 inch. Just enough to get this objective outside of my territory. That way I can set myself up for the Kraken Eater battle tactic to then kick it back into my territory. I was able to get 4 units out, ran this guy, ran that guy, so they're outside my territory. They're literally just outside of the 11 inches. Move this gate breaker over here to kind of, I don't know, screen this a little bit, be there, do gate breaker things. This guy's straddling both of these objectives to kind of see how you come in and attack, maybe countercharge that way or that way, and still be able to choose which objective I want him holding, depending on what you decide to do. This guy didn't move, don't really need him to. Kraken Eater moved just outside my territory as well, so he's there setting up for the next battle tactic that I'm going to be able to do. I will only score 4 because I don't hold more than you, but there really wasn't a way for me to do that outside of getting like a 12-inch charge or something insane. So, not going to even try and attempt that. The only other thing that I have to do before I end my turn is shoot the Kraken Eater at you.
Okay.
Which we can do this on camera because it's not going to take long. I'm not going to use one of my command points. It's not that important. We're going to shoot the 3 attacks into the Stonehorn. We already measured the range. He's in range.
Okay.
So
what's the rend on this?
-1 rend, 4s and 3s, D3 damage, 3 attacks.
I guess I'll do that.
Cool. So 4s, 1 hit, and 3s.
4 up.
Hey, glad we came.
That's why we all have
But
defense.
hey, you know what? We got a command point out of him.
Hey, that's fine.
So, we got to look at the range on the Gatebreaker's shooting, actually, now that I think about it. So, that was the thing. I was like, I'm forgetting something. 18 inches on the hurled boulder. So, let's shoot our only target, which are those guys there.
Cool.
So, this will be 1 attack, 3s, and 2s. Got it at -3 rend.
That goes right through.
4 damage.
Okay, that kills one.
And then this guy is out of range. So,
Okay.
that will be Gargant's turn 1. I'll score my good old 4 points. And we will move into Ogor Mawtribes' turn 1.
All right, Ogres, turn 1. This is going to be a little weird because I like to charge, and I can, but charging one thing in and having it die one at a time is not the way we need to do it. So
You're not going to follow your ABCs?
not turn 1 because we're not stupid anymore.
What
I'm not
is
a stupid
this,
newbie
Michael?
anymore.
This
I
is
know.
a different Michael.
It feels wrong, and for all you destruction players out there, I'm sorry. It does. It feels wrong. It is wrong, but we're gonna have to do it because it's the only way we survive.
The dad bods are dancing today.
Yeah, so we got to survive, and that's kind of the name of the game. So we're going to surround and destroy turn 1.
All right.
3 units on table edges, 2 outside my territory.
It almost looks like you set up for that
Imagine that.
with your deployment.
Right.
Strange.
So we're going to pick the Ale Guzzler, the Mournfang, and the Tyrant in the back here.
Wait, you have to say it correctly.
The Tyrant. There.
Tyrant.
That's the last time I'm doing that. It's the last time I'm doing that today. Okay, so we're going to do that. I don't have any spells. And there's no other hero phase shenanigans from us. So we're going to go right into movement.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we've shuffled a little bit. Nothing too exciting, really. The Ale Guzzler moved up on the right. The Mournfang moved up on the left. This Tyrant stayed where he's at.
You said you wouldn't do
I
it.
hate this crap. Don't.
I love it.
You look at me every time I
love
say
it.
it, so I got to do it. And then my other Tyrant shuffled over. I moved up the Gluttons. These guys ran. And then I just moved the Stonehorns out a little bit to kind of see what we can do, keep them in good position, and hope for the best. So I do have 1 shooting attack. There's nothing you can all defend against because it's just mortal wounds. So we're going to put the Blood Vulture into your Kraken Eater.
All right.
On a 2-up.
Hey.
He just takes a mortal wound.
1 mortal wound.
All right, 34 more of those and we'll be good to go.
You know, I could picture you with an eye patch.
Yeah.
I could.
You making fun of my lazy eye?
No, I wasn't. I didn't even think of that, actually. It literally did not cross my mind. I was just thinking about the pirate. That's funny.
So we'll go and score 4 points. My question for you for our battle plan, and I
Yes,
forgot
sir.
to ask you last time, is there are 3 models on that objective?
Ooh, I didn't even think of that. Uh-oh. Am I going to take
So is
mortal
it just
wounds?
in your battle shock? Or in every battle shock?
Oh, good question. I could have just easily moved off of it if I had been thinking about that, but I did not, so. Start of each battle shock, roll a dice for each objective that's contested by 3 or more units. On a 4-up, each unit contesting that objective suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So what a smart player would have done
Is kept one off.
I would have
right?
kept it right there so that I could redeploy onto it if I needed to.
Right.
Because I didn't think that through. So, do you want me to roll for the mortal wounds, or do you want me to do the smart thing? I'm going to leave that choice to you. What do you want?
So we'll forget turn 1.
No, we're going to leave it on. We're going to roll for the mortal wounds.
We'll just forget turn 1.
On a 4. On a 4. No.
So it
on a
doesn't
4.
matter. No, we're
yes.
we're forgetting turn 1.
On a 4. Yes.
No,
so,
I think it's on a 4. They all just take D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, so then the first roll was a 2.
Yeah.
On a 4, each unit. Oh, yeah. So,
Yeah,
okay, so it was
you're
a 2.
good.
So it didn't
you're
matter.
fine.
All right.
Yeah. It's just one roll. So we're good. We're set. We can be smart next turn.
Me dum-dum.
Me make smart.
You called me out, too. Well done. As you should have.
That's right. So that is going to be it for Ogre's turn 1. We're going to score 4 points. We've figured out battle shock so we can be smart. Wait, we're not playing Skaven.
That's okay.
That's fine. So then we go to priority, I guess.
We're in a priority already?
Yeah.
Wow, this is fast. 5?
I got a 1, I think.
There's a 1 under that
Yep,
bridge
that's
there.
me.
Yep.
Yep.
1.
There you go.
All right. I'm going to think it through because there are reasons to give it away. So let me think about it.
All right.
Okay, I'm taking the turn, and got interesting things to do here. I'm going to do the Kraken Eater battle tactic, which I had set myself up for. It's called That's Mine. And then we're going to go to heroic actions. Tempted to heal him and just keep him topped up. Kind of hard to roll for it, but I also need a command point. So I'm going to do a command point from the Kraken Eater. And I do not get that command point.
I'll roll for 1 for my Frost Lord. Nope.
Okay, so I'm going to do the Kraken Eater thing for the objective. And I believe it just automatically goes off. So I'm going to kick 1 objective, move it up to 2d6. And move it forward, which means I'm going to be able to complete my battle tactic because I'm just going to move it 4 inches back this way. And then I'm going to go to movement, and we're going to see if we can crash in and take an objective from you.
Cool.
All right, here we are. We moved some stuff. So I did not run anything. I moved this guy first. Wanted to see if you redeployed or not. You chose not to. Moved the Gatebreaker. You still chose not to redeploy. It's going to be hard getting both of them in base-wise anyway because their bases are so big, and I'm kind of stuck with the things here. But I also have Longshanks, so I can charge and like walk over your dudes, which will be a thing.
Models up to how many wounds?
Let's see what Longshanks says. It can ignore other models and terrain features.
Oh, okay.
I just can't finish
good.
within 3.
That's fine. Yeah.
When I make a normal move, run, or retreat. Oh, so you can't Longshanks charge, which is important. Which doesn't make sense. So, like, I'm running really fast as a giant. I should just be able to run over your
Yeah, but
lines,
it's like
right?
tripping on a rock, right? I mean, if you want to fall over timber and then take them off the board, that's fine by me.
right. So, accomplished my battle tactic. We moved the objective 4 inches back, so that was all done. And then these guys moved backwards, just away a little bit from the guys over there, but still in range to be able to shoot their weapons at them. This guy's in range to shoot at the Owl Guzzler, and these two obviously have range for their shooting. So I got quite a few shooting attacks this turn to roll. So what I'm going to do is do that off camera and let you know where all the damage went.
Okay.
All right, so rolled all the attacks. Gatebreaker and Kraken Eater into the Stonehorn there. We managed to do 5 total damage, which wasn't bad through the ward and the saves, especially since you all at defense.
Mm-hmm.
This guy did 3 damage to that guy over there, his little brother. These two whiffed hard, did nothing.
Yep.
So, moving on from there, we go to the charge phase. So we're going to start with the Kraken Eater. Get an 8. What we're going to do is we're actually going to charge this way with the Kraken Eater. Gatebreaker. 5. Don't know if that's big enough. Let's measure it.
Yep.
Nope, it's just out.
Just out.
So we will.
Isn't he like +1 for the distance?
Thank you, he is.
Yep.
Because of his.
Yep, so he's got a 6. Put him in.
No, that's the Vile Manicore Venom. This is my general.
I thought.
He's the +1. You have to be able within 18.
I have him backwards. That's my
So
fault.
I still need to re-roll it.
Oh, okay.
So hopefully I can roll higher than a 5.
Yeah.
Hey!
There it is.
Got him.
Okay.
I got him. A little nerve-wracking for a second there. So we're going to go to Monstrous Rampage. I don't think I can do any of the special ones. I'm going to double check here because they're basically all for monsters. 1 enemy unit with a wounds characteristic of 1 or 2. That's a no. 1 monster, 1 monster. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to roar at you.
Okay.
And that's a hard no.
All right.
No roar.
So,
And then we got to do the Kraken Eater. That guy is a monster, so let's do one of the special ones.
okay.
I could do Strike Last, or I could pick him up and then make you subtract 1 from hit rolls. So let's Colossal Slam on a 3. Nope.
Cool.
Dang. That would have been fun because I'd have picked him up and put him right there. And then moving on from there, we've got... Do they still do Mortal Wounds on the charge? Do you know, Mike?
I don't know. I don't play Guardians.
I know they used to, but I don't think they do anymore. Crushing Charge, oh, they still do. So the Gatebreaker on a 2. Nope.
Thank God.
The
Thank God. This could have been real bad.
The Kraken Eater. Does it also have Crushing Charge? It does on a 2.
There it
yes. That unit suffers D3 if it's a monster, or D6 if it's not. So D3, 1.
Okay.
All right.
So we're going to go fighty.
Fighty.
All right, let's max some stuff.
Okie dokie. So this dude did a good amount of damage.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I've never played with the Ale Guzzler, so...
He was surprisingly good. I mean, he still got eaten by the Kraken Eater.
Yeah.
He was eating.
Yeah.
Even though you're the one that's supposed to be eating.
Well, I am
but
now,
hey.
so... You know.
I started with the Gatebreaker, knocked off 3 and 1 wound on there. So, whiffed kind of hard, but it's not a big deal.
They swing back.
Yeah, they swung back. They did a couple of wounds to him. He took 9 total from the Ale Guzzler. And
Way to go, on the way out.
And then in response, he Shipwrecka clubbed him to death.
To death.
Yep,
That's fine.
Didn't even have to roll the other
that
profiles.
That happens, you know, what are you going to do?
So the only last thing we have is the Battle Shock phase, which there are 3 units on that objective.
Yep.
So
You want to roll it or you want me to?
it's up to you. What do you want
You
to do?
go ahead. It's your turn.
I'm going to do
Go
it?
ahead.
All right.
4 up.
On a 4.
Nope.
No.
Cool.
All right.
I am going to spend my last command point to keep those ogres around.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because you can't use Inspiring Presence within 3 of a Guardian.
Oh, well, that would have been good to know. Okay.
Of a Mega, yeah.
So they're Bravery 8 because I'm eating. And I lost 3.
You only lost 3, yeah. So just roll less than a 5.
Yep.
There
We're
you
good.
go. You're good.
Yep.
Yeah, all Megas. Now, that's one of the new rules. Within 3, no Inspiring Presence.
Cool.
So,
Sounds good.
5-point turn, and we're going to go into your turn.
Alrighty. We'll go to ogres and see what happens. Okay, ogres turn 2. We're going to go with Intimidate the Invaders, just get everybody out of our territory and see what's up.
Makes sense.
And then we are going to roll for a command point with the Frost Lord. I won't get it.
I'm going to try and heal the Kraken Eater.
Okay.
9? What's his bravery? I figured it was... Nope, 7.
Okay.
It's a hard no.
Alrighty. So we are going to go to movement. I don't know what that looks like yet, but we'll figure it out and we'll show you where we
Why
are.
are 30-foot tall giants not brave?
Because they don't know to be afraid, so they don't need high bravery.
But if they don't know to be afraid, then why would they be brave?
Because innately, in their pea brains, they just don't have.
If you go to bed dead, can you wake up alive?
It's possible.
If you go to bed alive, can you wake up dead?
It is, yes. That one I know, yes. So, all right, we'll see you in a minute. Okay, Ogre movement. We're going to try and salvage this side of the board a little bit. So we brought the Frostlord over to the center here. We moved the Stonehorn Beast Riders outside of 3 of the Gatebreaker. We retreated the 2 Gluttons that remain. I did forget to mention in my hero phase I popped the Maw Pot. I healed 3 wounds on the Beast Riders, so they'll get +2, or they got 3 wounds back, so they have 2 wounds taken. And now my Maw Pot is empty.
Did you want to move that tyrant in the back by the pot?
No, not at this point.
Okay.
Then we are going to go to shooting. I do have my Blood Vulture. I'm going to shoot it into your Gatebreaker. I do. 1 mortal wound. And then we're going to go with the Mournfang. They have a Skulg. He has a Skulg pistol, an Ironlock pistol. He gets 1 shot into the Gatebreaker. That is your general.
Don't they both have pistols?
No, only the Skulg has an Ironlock pistol. I hit on a 4, and a wound on a 3. -1.
5? No.
D3 damage. For 1. You see 2 on a D6, and you're like, yeah, it's great.
I did it!
And then you remember it's a D3. Okay, so we're going to go to the charge phase, because that's all shooting. So we're going to do the easy thing first. We're going to send the Beast Riders into your Gatebreaker.
You don't want to roll your most important charge first?
No, because I know I can make this. And then...
But if you make the long one first, and you don't need the reroll, you could use the reroll there in case you roll 2 ones.
Okay, we'll do that. That's fine.
Hey, you
That's
made
an
it. We needed an 8. It's a 9, but you get +1.
+1 from the Frostlord. That also makes the... it's a Holy Within 12 bubble, so it'll make the other the other Stonehorn +1 as well.
Okay, so by charging him in first...
I actually did get a benefit. Yeah.
You now can't fail.
Yeah.
Which saves you a command point one way or the other. That's why that sequence is so important.
5, 7, 8. These will be on 4s. Mortal wounds on 5 or on 4s.
Mm-hmm. Nice roll.
It will be
Perfectly
4.
average.
4 mortal wounds there.
Up to
I
7.
live my life 1 average at a time.
And then we'll send the other Stonehorn in.
It's in. You don't even have to roll it.
I do because of the trampling.
Oh,
charges.
yeah, your charges, yeah.
Okay. So we'll go 4. That was poor. 3
That's
more.
okay.
Wounds.
You still got 3 off of it.
Yeah, well, out of 35, that's a lot.
10 taken. There's only 25 left.
Yeah, we're not doing that. So
Not with that attitude, you won't.
they just don't output that much damage. I know the math. They don't output that much damage. Okay, so we'll go to monstrous actions. And I go
It's your
first.
turn, yeah.
So what I'll do is I will first try and roar you with the Beast Riders.
Okay.
I do. No command points.
Okay.
And then I will overwhelming charge you with the Frostlord.
Okay.
He's going to get to go 6 inches. Basically what we're going to do is just like...
Fly over and back or whatever.
Yep, and 2 up you take D3 mortals.
Mm-hmm.
You do. For 1.
Okay.
That's it.
Up to 11 taken. I think, considering that I cannot use command points, I have 2 options here. I have the Strike Last on a 3-up for one of your monsters, or I have Colossal Slam to do D3 mortals and give you -1 to hit. I think having one of them fight last, being the hero, is probably more powerful. So
Okay.
I'm going to attempt that on a 3. This will be Beast Grapple.
Yep.
Got it. So your Frostlord will be fight last.
All right. So then we'll go to combat. We'll see.
Although, that doesn't actually do anything, because... Well, no, because it prevents you from attacking with him first, so you'll have to attack there first.
Which is
and
exactly...
he does less damage anyway.
Yeah, but that's exactly how this goes. Since he's -1 to wound, he lasts longer.
Oh yeah, he's -1 to wound.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use the 5-up, if you're okay with it, to do the Colossal Slam instead.
Okay.
So you will be -1 to hit with him.
Okay.
Oh, my guy becomes -1 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I'll stick with Beast Grapple.
Okay.
So we'll just keep him at fight last.
Okay, and then we'll combat it up. I can't believe he lived on 1 wound.
1 wound remaining.
Yep.
Should have died.
Yep. So what's going to matter here is the fact that there are 3 units on the objective. We're going to roll for a 4-up, and then
See if my Kraken Eater dies, or my Gatebreaker dies.
It's a 4.
Oh!
We finally did.
If only you could all see Brad's dancing right now.
Yeah.
He's our support today.
If you remember the Nurgle game where Brad was Luluing all over the place.
So let's roll for Timber, because he's dead.
Yes.
6.
6.
He died.
6.
6.
Oh my god.
6.
4.
5!
Yeah. Okay. So he
All right.
falls, yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to take 2d3 on each of them because of the battle plan.
Okay. So for you roll the timber dice.
Okay, so d3 on the Stonehorn.
Yep.
2.
Okay.
D3 on the green Stonehorn. 1.
Okay, so 1 on the green Stonehorn, 2 on the regular Stonehorn.
Yep.
D3 on the Frostlord, 1. And then D3 on the other one, 3. Okay, 5 upwards. Save 1 there, so he'll take 3 more. And he will save 2 and take 1 damage.
You have rolled so high.
Yeah, I did. What was it? It was like...
So you had 12 damage on this
13.
guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
13.
Sorry, 13.
Yep.
And you only actually took, what, 5?
Yep, 5.
Yeah,
So
5 ups.
5 upwards.
awesome.
5 upwards come in handy.
Stonehorn says no.
We're happy to see it. So I will take that objective,
You sure do.
but I will still only control 3. So I will score 4 points.
So it'll be 9 to 8.
Yep.
Yep.
And we will roll off for turn 3.
And the roll off.
There you go. That's a 4 for you. I got
Probably going to take the turn, but
We'll talk it out.
I'll think about it.
All right.
Surround and destroy is the battle tactic. She'll make it happen. It's going to be an interesting turn. Obviously,
Which 3 units?
I decided to take the turn. We're going to go with big man here, and this dude here, and that dude there.
Cool. Good by me.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll try and heal Mr. Kraken again. See if we can roll a 7 or under. Ha-ha!
There it is.
We did it.
Yeah.
3. Give me a 3. 1.
I'm going to go for a command point. I do not get it, but I will use my Voice of the Avalanche point to issue a rally command to these gluttons that are hiding in this building.
Do it.
And I get 1 back.
Well
I thought
done.
it's 5.
Nope.
6s.
Yep. We're not cool that way.
All right. We're going to bring back a glutton, and then we're going to move some gargants around.
All right. We'll see you in a minute.
Okay, so we did some stuff. I know his Gorger is still in ambush, so leaving this objective means that he can jump on it, but that's okay. If he wants to do that, he does it. It helps him score a point, obviously. But I think I needed to do this, using the terrain and everything to block him off from being able to come forward, versus trying to engage both of them at once, because that did not work out well last turn. And surround and destroy, and so obviously I'm getting it for this guy here. He moved back a little bit. And then over here, we had this guy do an auto 6. I used the Foot Slagas once per game to do it for free. This guy's within 6 here. This Gatebreaker is going to come up, blow up the Mornfang, and just get set up for a follow-up turn. He might take some mortal wounds and stuff, and some wounds from them, but I'm hoping that he can hold his own in that regard. So, that is the explanation of my thoughts. Now I'm going to go on to some shooting. We could probably do this on camera. It won't take very long. We're going to shoot the Kraken Eater into the green guy again. Would you like to all-out defense?
What's the damage? 1?
-1 Ren, D3.
Yeah, we might as well.
All right, 4s. Of course, we keep somehow going underneath there. 2 hits and 3s. 1 wound.
That will save him because he's a 4-up. Goes to 3
Cool.
up, back to 4.
We're going to shoot this guy into the big dudes in the back.
Okay.
So it'll be 3s. Hits and 2. Yes, -3, 4 damage.
Okay.
And then the other 2 ran, so they cannot shoot. So we're going to go to charging. There's really only one guy charging. It's Big Blue over here.
Alrighty.
And he did it.
And you did it.
10. I'm just going to kind of go right here. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Stay on my objective. Also, tag those guys on a 2. Yes, you're going to take D6 because they're not monsters. And a good old 1.
I love it.
And then, they're not monsters or anything. They're above the wounds for like the special stuff, so we're going to, what's their save? 4, right?
Yep.
So, I guess we roar them. Try and make sure they can't do anything. I guess we could do some mortal wounds. Yeah, we'll stomp. Give you some 6-up saves.
Nope.
Cool. Glad we didn't roar.
Yep.
All right, we'll show you what happens after combat here. All right, we killed some Mornfang.
Yes, we did. You popped them good. So.
Popped them good. I will score 4.
Alrighty.
I got 3 objectives and a battle tactic.
Sounds like a plan.
So I am at 13.
Okay, to my 8.
Correct.
All right, so we can tie it up with a 5-point turn.
Yeah, just kill a guy. Boom.
All right, so we'll go to ogres. We'll figure out our battle tactic, and then we will be back. Okay, ogres turn 3. We're gonna be led into the maelstrom this turn. See if we can keep some guys alive, be in combat. So, heroic actions. I'm gonna go for a command point on my Frostlord. I don't.
Yeah, looking back at my heroic actions, I should have finest houred the Gatebreaker on your turn instead of trying to heal. But I really didn't think you would send that guy all the way across the table and then make the charge. I thought you'd stick over here, so
Yeah.
that's the only reason that I didn't do it. But I will finest hour here, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that makes sense because you have to charge into me, so
Yep.
I'll finest hour.
Alrighty. So we will go to movement and show you where we end up before shooting and charges. Okay, we did some movement. Brad or Sean redeployed.
5 inches.
Big 5. Yep. So we got 8-inch charges on that side of the board. We got 3-inch charges on this side of the board. The Gorger came in to take that objective at the end of the movement phase, so that we could get some more points.
Working on a 5-point turn.
Working on my 5-point turn. We just got to get the battle tactic. So we're going to go to shooting, of which there is 2 still. The Tyrant has pistols. And then on a 2-up, your Krakeneater is going to take more wound. We do. And then for the Tyrant pistols, it'll be 2 shots into your Gatebreaker. Nothing. Cool.
Glad we came.
That's right. The pistols aren't a big deal. I mean, they're -1 D.
You ready for your ABCs?
We are. So we're gonna start because they're +1 to charge here. I can't fail, so I can start there, and that's fine. We'll do the Beast Riders first. That's a 9. Okay. And then we'll do the Frostlord. That's an 11.
I think he's dead.
Yep. And then we'll do...
Why don't you finish your charges and roll your mortals?
Okay.
Well, I guess we have to do the first one so you were to do it.
9, 4, 7,
Here, I'll turn him around. So
9.
much better.
It'll be 5 mortal wounds.
Okay. You probably
That's
could just
9,
roll them all together.
10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's alive on 1 wound.
Okay. And then we will go to charges over here. The Tyrant is going to re-roll that with a command point. That won't be enough. And then the Gluttons.
Isn't that 8?
Nope, they failed.
You had an 8.
He had a 7.
He had a
So
7.
you get +1?
No.
No, the +1's over on there.
So we're going to
big
fail our
guys.
battle tactic.
So that was a good redeploy.
Yep, so we'll just skip combat because they're going to kill him.
Well, you still have your monstrous rampage. Do you
Yeah,
want to monstrous rampage into him?
10, 12.
12 should do it.
2 up. Nope, no more wounds.
What was the mortal wounds from?
It's part of the overwhelming charge.
Was the overwhelming oh yeah, it's move
and then
mortal
on a
wounds.
2 up D3 mortal wounds.
Yeah, okay.
So I guess we have to go to combat. So
Yeah, we'll go to combat. Yeah, so
we'll
let's
see you in a minute. Okay. Combat didn't go exactly as we planned. Realizing now I don't read battle tactics well, so we did get it because I'm still in combat with the Kraken Eater.
Yeah, and that guy's a battle line, right?
Yeah, he's battle line.
Yeah, so you charged with a hero. You charged with a battle line,
and we're in.
Even though you failed your charges over there,
and we're still in 3 in combat.
And then you're still in combat here.
It was very close on the roll, though. You did a lot of damage
to
that Frost Lord. So we get our
some
5
good ward
points.
saves though.
Yeah, 5. Not as potent as our Beast Riders.
The first time.
Yeah. Our Beast Riders are very good at ward saves apparently. So Beast Riders left on 1, Frost Lord left on 3, and then we will go to the roll off at 13 all. Oh, yep, that's tough.
I've won every priority, which
yes, you have. That's tough.
Really kept me in the game here.
So we are going to assume Gargants are taking the turn. But,
Probably.
But we'll let you figure out battle
I'll
tech,
think about it, but it's probably a
and
yes.
we'll come back.
All right, let into the Maelstrom. Mimicking you.
Let's do it.
I'm taking this turn. Battle round 4, right?
Yep. Battle round 4.
So we're going to find a Stour over here.
I'm going to find a Stour my Frost Lord.
Hey, shocking.
Try and live.
We're going to try and bounce off of each other. Nothing else to do in the hero phase, so we're just going to move some stuff.
We did the heroic actions. Those are find a Stour. That's a thing.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Let's do it.
No one parts of the game. That's a...
Rally or anything?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay.
All right. So we will see you in a second.
Little Gargant. Moved on to objective. Big Gargant, left objective. This Gargant started the whole movement phase and moved here. You tried to redeploy, you rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to try and do some cheeky movement there to try and block me off from the objective. Didn't work.
Dice games.
Yep. And yeah, that's it. So let's go to Le shooting phase. I have 1 command point. And this guy's going to shoot into the guy in front of him. So force. Hit with 2. 3s. Wound with 2.
And that was into...
-1. Frostland.
Okay. So that'll be 3 up. Same both.
Cool. Little dude shooting over here. Okay. I should have looked this up. I think it's 1 attack. The Man Crusher Gargants, because he did not run. Yep, 1 attack.
Does he have to be within 18 of the general though?
To shoot?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a shooting profile. So, it'd be 4s and 3s. Could shoot. Yeah, we'll shoot into him.
Okay.
Force. And 3s.
-1 wound.
Yeah, wounds.
Okay. Save it.
Okay. Mega shooting into the Gluttons.
Okay.
Hits. Does not wound. Little guy shooting the Gluttons. Yes. And yes. -1.
Okay.
D3. 1.
Okay.
Cool. Exciting shooting phase. All right. We'll go with the little guy. 7. That'll put me onto the objective like I wanted. Just going to toe in right here. Then we're going to roll for the big guy. Big Blue. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. Boom.
So you know the Tyrant is better against monsters.
Doesn't matter. He's not going to die. And I just need him to not die and your Tyrant not to die.
Okay.
Let's put some mortal wounds into the Gluttons. On 2, yes. D6. 2.
Okay.
We'll call that a charge phase. I guess we'll roll this one. We'll see. Is the Gorger any good in combat?
No. Not really.
All right, we'll take the charge then. I'm going to trust that you said he's not good in combat. He's not
Yeah,
gonna
he's
kill
not
him.
good in combat. He is not good in combat.
Stomping charge. After a model makes a charge move, pick one enemy, roll a dice. If the roll is equal to or greater than the stopping charge value, what is that? That's a 4.
4.
Stomping charge is a 2, so that's a yes. D3. 1.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to Monstrous Rampages. Over here, we're going to roar the Gluttons with the little guy. Yes. Then we're going to stomp the Gluttons with the big guy. Yes. For D3. For 2.
Okay, we'll roar your Kraken Eater.
Yep.
We do.
Okay. I'm going to try the fight last on the Kraken Eater. We do. So
Okay.
he'll be fighting last.
Okay.
And then I don't think I have one for over here because he's not a monster, right?
Nope.
So I'm pretty sure that means there's nothing I can do.
Cool.
All right, let's go to combat. All right, weirdly eventful, not eventful. 5 damage here. Gorger dead.
The Frost Lord lives.
Frost Lord took nothing. I took 5 in return. He did his job. He offed the entire unit of Gluttons. I didn't attack him at all because I just wanted to make sure on the off chance I did kill the Frost Lord that he was still around for me to get my battle tactic.
Yep.
He did not even get to attack because he didn't need to.
Yep.
So top of 1, I'll score 5.
Top of 4. Yep.
Or start top of 1. Top of 4, I'll score 5. So it'll be 18 to 13.
Yep.
And it's now your turn. I think I won't have a Kraken Eater at the end of this, but it's still a close game.
Yes, it is. So we will go figure out a battle tactic and let you know where we're at. Okay, Ogre's turn 4 is going to be pretty simple. We're going to bait and trap. We're going to retreat 2, charge 2, and go for a command point on our Frost Lord. We don't get it. We haven't got one all game. So
I'll try and do one on a Kraken Eater. Hey! We did something.
okay. So yeah, we're going to go to movement, and we'll see where we end up.
Let's do it.
Okay, movement's quick and easy and dirty. We retreated out the Frost Lord. We retreated out the Tyrant. We moved everything up first so that we can stop a redeploy. And then we're going to go to shooting, of which there is only one at this point. Blood Vulture into your Kraken Eater gets it. So one more wound there. So we'll go to charges. Because the Gluttons are in a unit of 3, and because I'm Meat Fist, they'll be doing their trampling charges on 4s. So we're going to go with the Gluttons first. They're going to get an 8.
Might kill me in the charge phase.
How many wounds do you have left?
9.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm at 26 taken.
And the glimmer of hope.
There's a small glimmer of hope. I mean, these
I shall timber.
I can win. I can win this rollout.
You fall down. Ooh, spicy.
3,
4,
3 mortar wounds.
3.
Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then the Stonehorn. We're going to spend a command point and reroll that. I would have 2 for the turn, so I'll go down to 1. 6.
Still not in kill me with the charge phase territory.
How many wounds you got left?
I have 29 taken, so 6.
So if I roll 6 5-ups, or 4-ups, you're dead.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Gotta do it.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, this is the only chance you have. 'Cause you
I rolled
totally
3.
don't get to attack first.
Yeah, you won't.
At
You
all.
won't kill me in the
You won't
combat
combat
phase.
With bonking him with all your stuff.
And that's all of our charges. So we'll go to monstrous actions. I'm going to roar you with the Stonehorn.
Okay.
I do. So you no
I
command point.
shall be roared.
You no command point.
In return, how many wounds do you have left on your Stonehorn?
1.
What?
1.
You have 1 left?
Yep.
I can't stop him.
No, you can't.
Stop it.
But, I clicked on Ogor Mawtribes. I got to get back to Sons. I can do the one that does the mortal wounds to you.
That's fine.
I need to roll a 3 though. And then I'll be -1 to hit. But at least maybe I can kill your Stonehorn in return. So we're going to try it. So I need to roll a 3. Brad, can I do it?
Yes.
All right. Brad, if this happens, it's Brad's fault.
I still blame you. It's you got it.
I did it!
Okay.
All
I
right.
have a 5 up ward.
I know you do. So we're gonna roll the D3 mortal
It's gonna be
wounds.
a 1 though here. So.
No, it's not.
It's going to be 3.
It was
It's a
one.
3.
It was a 1 until it
It was
rolled.
until it wasn't.
Save 1.
Got him.
Yeah.
Now you timber into him. Not you.
No, that doesn't work that way.
Yeah, so he's going to die.
Yes.
Yep, he did.
He did a lot of work.
He did a ton of work.
He did a lot of work.
The amount of 5-up wards you rolled at the beginning of the game was crazy.
I played in a game. I played in a game against Daughters of Cain. That Stonehorn particularly got 35 damage from a unit of spear snakes. Warded all but 5 of it.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
You can ask Kyle. I did it to him.
I believe it. I don't have to ask him. I played a game against Teclis one time where something very similar happened, where I did all the damage to Teclis, and I was just like, oh.
He's a good boy.
Taken.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so we're going to go to combat. There's only one combat, but we're going to figure it out, and then we'll let you know what happens. So that was a scary...
He's timbering that way. That's what the whole visual was.
Yeah, that was a scary combat, actually. I had 13 attacks. I all out attacks, so 2s and 3s. I'm out of command points. 2s and 3s, and I only got 5 through the wound. And then you saved 2, so he took
died.
6 damage and he died.
So there was nothing scary about it.
It was scary
Not
for
for
me.
you.
My wound roll was very scary because it went from like 12 to 5 very fast.
But he's dead.
But he is gone. So we did kill a Gargant,
And you won the timber.
and I did win the timber.
You timbered right off the board.
Can't win a priority, but I can win a timber roll. Let's do it. All right.
If you're gonna win a priority, this is the moment to win a priority.
Yes, it is. So we're gonna score. Hold 1, hold 2, hold 3. Battle tactic for 4.
Hold 4.
Oh,
No, you got 5.
no, I do not, because you hold that.
Oh, you tie that.
I tied.
Oh,
that.
yeah,
I don't
okay.
take that.
Yeah. So okay.
So it's still
4.
3.
So
I pointed
it's-
the wrong objective, but
18 to 17.
18, 17. So we're gonna roll off.
Got a 3. Hey, you won a priority.
We're gonna take it. We are gonna take it, but we'll see what we get, and we'll come back to you and figure out a battle
See
tactic.
if you have a battle tactic.
Okay, ogres are taking a turn into 5. We are going to try one of the book battle tactics, and that is to do everybody hungry at the end of the turn. And I love the name of this one, and I wasn't on the screen. So it's going to be Savor the Taste.
Ooh, yeah.
So what we're going to try and do is have everybody hungry at the end of the turn. And then for my heroic action, I'm going to attempt to heal the Frost Lord. And to do that, I need under a 9. I got a 9, so he will heal.
2 command point? I know.
He'll heal 2, so he'll go down to 9 wounds taken. All right, so we're going to go to movement. It's going to be very, very simple, and then we'll be back for the charge phase. Okay, so we moved. We auto-6 the Tyrant over here to the center objective to take that. We ran this guy as far away as possible because I'm scared of Mega Gargants still.
As you should be.
And then we moved everybody up here.
Did you run away?
Yes, I guess we run.
Right, it's a pirate.
It's a pirate. Yeah.
He's a
We-
tyrant.
We rum away.
Ah!
See, I can joke too.
Always.
Thankfully.
Yeah, I know how to joke. I'm just not good at
I
it.
can make joke.
Okay.
I think that's how the Gargant says it.
The good news is there's no shooting,
Just
so I
the
don't
guy
have to
from
worry
the
about
longest yard.
Yeah.
I do like football.
it. You teach me football?
I think he broke it in my nose.
He broke it in my nose.
I think he did it on purpose.
Sounds like there's gonna be a high ground movie night sometime soon. All right. So we're gonna go to the charge phase right away. We are gonna try and kill this baby Gargant over here.
Do it.
How many wounds does he have left?
7.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send the Frost Lord in.
Do it. Charge him.
Yeah.
Big charge
Roll
here.
it.
That is a 8.
All right, roll your charge dice. He's in.
Yep. 7, 8.
You just have to count to 8.
That's 2.
All right.
5 left.
And then we'll charge the gluttons there. They're going to get a 10. And they're going to do it on 4s because they're still a 3-man unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh.
That's Exaxes.
All right.
Timba! It doesn't matter. I got a 5. It literally makes no
I
difference.
got a 1.
Yeah.
But
Fall into the.
Yeah, I did D3 mortal wounds.
okay.
Does not change the game.
Okay. So that'll be my turn, and I will score 5 points.
Tie ball game, right?
Yep. Tie ball game.
Well,
going in.
not really. Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, because you're at 22.
Yep.
I'm at 18.
Okay.
So if I can score 4, it will be a tie ball game.
It'll be a tie ball game because we both get our grand strategies,
Yeah, because I just have to run.
Yeah.
One more time.
which you're going to do. So,
No, I won't do it.
okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna throw the game.
That's fine.
We had big money on this.
Vegas you can't say that. Vegas is getting really upset.
I'll take wins any way I get them. So
Vegas has nothing to do with this, Brad.
any way I get them, but cheating. So we'll let Sean think about his stuff, and we'll go into Giants, Gargants,
Turn 5.
turn 5.
The battle tactic, because I'm not gonna look it up, but I know what it does. I have to smash your terrain feature.
It doesn't exist.
I'm gonna smash it.
It doesn't exist.
Ethereal. It's ethereal.
I'm going to smash it.
It's
Chill.
like a blink, guys. It doesn't exist.
I have 4 command points that I don't need.
Ooh.
I have
We're
2.
We're gonna make this real simple. We can skip heroic actions and all of that. I will auto 6 so that I end up here within 3. We already measured it.
I heal 1.
And then I'm going to roll a dice for that guy to run as well. That's a 5, so that'll be enough to get me to here. And the wins don't matter. And then during the monstrous rampage part, I'm going to roll a 3.
2.
I missed it.
No way,
I do
dude.
not smash that. Woo, boy, that is big. I do not smash that.
Oh, man.
Which means that I lose 2 points, and you win by 2 points, sir.
Dude,
That was almost a tie ball game. Well played. You played that well.
I think that
That was a
I
good
had
game.
I had a lot of help.
That was a good game.
I had a lot of help. So, plus it doesn't hurt when your Frost Lord goes to 1-up saves.
That was fun, dude.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Thanks for watching, everybody.